Hey team, so today is going to be a little bit of a follow-up video to Carrie's a couple days ago about you can work your business part-time, but not sometimes. I am going to give you a few tips on how I just stay accountable to myself and how I schedule my day, and hopefully it will help you schedule in those income producing activities. So what I love about this job is that I can do this from home. I can do this from my phone. I can do it from the gym. I can do it while I run kids around. This little thing right here is my office. And it's great, and it's handy, and it's always on me, but you do need to make sure that you're scheduling in time to do those income producing activities. So important that we're not just scrolling Facebook, that we're not just wasting time on there messaging and commenting. People, building those relationships is a great aspect of this business, and it's something that is very important that you have to do. You need to be wishing people happy birthday, you need to be commenting, and you need to be interacting with people on Facebook. But we don't want to just mindlessly do that all day without actually reaching out and doing those things that are going to get you new potentials and new customers and new ambassadors. So we have a few different action stacks that I loaded to the back office and also that binder folder for you guys. We have this daily action stack. I also have this one, which is a weekly one, which is kind of handy. Just kind of condenses it all down into a week. And then we also have this one. I just found this on Jacqueline's May Momentum page. So I will tag that in the comments too, so you guys have those options. You can find one that suits your personality or your business style. The thing is, like, you could be a stay-at-home mom, running kids everywhere all day, cleaning, cooking, doing all those jobs, a busy ranch wife, running your husband around, helping on the ranch with the cattle and that type of thing, and still find time to work your business. You could be a corporate mom. I know a lot of women that are in Plexus who used to have huge, big time corporate jobs that were working 50 to 60 hours a week, and they still found time to work their business because they wanted that time freedom, and they wanted that financial freedom, and they wanted to spend time with their kids and be home with their kids. So if you can make it a priority to at least spend 15 minutes a day, Monday through Friday, or if you have an hour to commit 3 times a week, or if you have 2 hours to commit, whatever you can commit to a day or a week or in your month, you need to find time that you can schedule into your day so you get it done. So these IPA charts are super helpful just to keep you on track and make sure you're doing the things that are going to grow your business. Okay, so I have a couple other things that I really like to do. So the IPA daily action stack, it just goes through things like making sure you're wishing people a happy birthday, adding new people on Facebook, that you're reaching out to new prospects, that you are following up with your ambassadors and your customers and your potentials, and that you're posting on Facebook 3 times a day, just things like that. So the way I do this is I have these printed off for the whole week. I have another binder. This one doesn't have a fancy cover on it, but I have another binder that I have all these blank IPA charts printed in the front for me to grab. And then I have my organization printed off. So all of my level 1s and my customers are in here. I reprint that off every month, or maybe I just add them in with pencil. So I have a running list that I can go through each month to follow up with people and check in and make notes. Then I have my Frank's list in here. So I can go through that and reach out to people. And I have end of the month team checklists. So I go through and track our team points and who's reached 500 PV, who's added the most ambassadors, all those sorts of things. So as you're growing your team, you're going to want to print those charts, those easy, handy charts off to do all of that kind of stuff. I also have a place for welcome calls. So when I do welcome calls with our team, I'm usually making notes. I print off your Facebook profile and kind of stalk you and make some notes about you so I can remember what we talked about. We did some questionnaires at the end of the year with our team with some goal setting and things like that. So I have those printed off. Then I just have some miscellaneous stuff. I keep all my action stacks in the back that I've done. And this is kind of just my business binder. So this is more what I use now than the actual Plexus binder that I started you guys with all the information. I kind of know all of that, so I don't use that one as much, but this is my go-to binder when I'm doing IPA stuff and following up with my customers and potentials. I also have this binder, which I use this a lot more for my leads, than I do for tracking my customers and my ambassadors. But I have a section for each. There's a section for leads, customers, ambassadors, and notes. And I got this off of Etsy, but I did load another free one that you could print off yourself or send to a printer in that binder folder. So I could tag that again too for you. But I just want to make sure you guys are, scheduling your day. So either get a printed planner, like we won those Plexus planners this last year. So I have my Plexus planner that I schedule in all my Plexus events and family events. I also have a planner app, a calendar app on your phone. I mean, everybody should have a calendar app of some sort. I really like the Google Calendar, so I use that on my phone the most, but I have everything scheduled in there my whole day, and I really make sure that I find time during the day to work my business. If I don't have time in the morning, I may do it in bed before I go to bed that night. I may go through and message a bunch of people. And you know what? You don't have to message them back if they message you back. You can wait till the next morning, but just making sure you're getting those messages out and those touches out to people and building those relationships. So I definitely recommend getting some type of a planner, either a desk calendar too. Carrie loves her desk calendar. I used to use a desk calendar all the time at work. That's my go-to for paying bills and all that kind of stuff. So I love those big desktop calendars too. They're easy. They have big squares to write in. You can make lots of notes. Also, I guess we talked about this a little bit. Just don't be wasting time on Facebook scrolling and commenting and interacting with people. Make sure that you're doing these income producing activities. It's not just about posting on Facebook, but it's actually responding to people and messaging people and people who like your posts and all that sort of thing. So make sure you're following up with those people and reaching out to them. And if you guys have any questions on anything I shared today with the binders or the action stacks, let me know and I will get those posted in the comments so you guys can get started.